Hi guys, so today is the 1st of November and my first of my little vlogs, probably for the first weekly challenge of Novel November, which is the Pro Writing Aid, which is supported by Scrivener, November challenge. So I'm going to take part in that and I'm excited. So yeah, I'm all set up. I've already written 1,578 words so far. I'll be honest, a lot of it is going to be editing. So I wrote a good few scenes yesterday. I was really proud of how much I actually got done. So I've just typed up and edited one of the scenes that I wrote yesterday, and then I've sort of slotted in some of the places that the other scenes will go. But my family are on their way, so I'm going to have a day with them. Baby's down there, and we're going to have some family time, and then I will carry on later. So technically, I'm already nearly at my daily work goal because I only like 1,670 words. So I'm only 100 words off that already today. So I don't know if I'll do more later. Hopefully, I will. But we'll see. Yeah, this is probably the best time for me to actually do a challenge like this. Since I'm on maternity leave, so I'm just going to enjoy it. And if I can't do it, I can't do it. But like having a baby around is, can be tiring. But I'm just enjoying the process. The book that I'm writing is a kind of inspired by Greek mythology. It was a retelling of Medusa, and is now going to be more just like a story loosely inspired by Medusa and King Midas. I did just post another video about this on my channel just like earlier today, so if you want to go check that out, I sort of talk about it in more detail. But it is King Midas, Medusa inspired novel, and I went back into it after having a lovely revise and resubmit from an agent like 5 years ago, and some lovely feedback that I am now working through and have been working through for the last week or two. But I thought I'd use this challenge and get the rest of it done, or a good chunk of it done, since I'm taking a break from my 4th published novel, my self-publishing novels. The Girl on the Glass Throne, which is the sequel to The Girl Behind the Glass, which is my dark retelling of Snow White. And yeah, this is my first little clip. We'll be going out for a bit, so we'll see how much I get done. Hi guys, so it's now like 4:45. Not long been home, the little one. He's teething, I think, so he's struggling a little bit. Bless him, wants cuddles. But yeah, I want to try and get a little bit more done. But like I say, he's been fussy, so it's hard to get away. He's not comfortable. Bless him. And struggling a little bit. I think he's also hungry. And he's going to get his milk sorted. Yeah, I've typed up a scene this morning that I was quite proud of and happy with. And I've got another few more scenes. I sort of worked out where the others are going to go. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. But I had a really fun enemies to lovers scene, so I just got to type up this morning. That was fun. I love like adding in enemies to lovers kind of stuff in conversations. And it's really funny because one of my main characters can't actually speak. So trying to have that like taken out. Trying to make them flirt when she can't technically use dialogue unless she uses like magic and she can only speak to certain people. It's all part of the story, so I don't want to explain it, but yeah, it's so fun. Hi guys, so it is day 2, it is the 2nd of November, and last night I didn't film any more clips, but I did get about another 780 words done, typed up in the evening, of one of the scenes I'd written the day before, and then later on I got about 1480 words, so altogether about 3,400 words, which is pretty good for NaNoWriMo. Like I say, a lot of it was kind of just like rejigging stuff that I already had written, and then I was editing, and then I edited another section. So it's more like an editing and typing day, but that's alright. I'll probably do some more writing today, maybe. I just feel like the plot's a bit of a mess. I even need to put these like scenes in the right places to make sure it makes sense. Trying to add in an enemies to lovers storyline and making sure it makes sense has been the tricky part, like with the scenes that I already had, and trying to weave in new plot and everything. But it's fun. I'm really enjoying writing all the scenes. I just want to make sure it makes sense, because I've got a Prince character that's like, and my main character, female main character, is she's cursed to be like a monster, not like a proper monster, but like her skin will turn you to gold. Her eyes will turn you to stone, and her hair will turn you to ash if touched. So she's basically like a monster in that way, and she's there to be used. The Emperor's like little, brings him wealth and everything, by touching everything, turning it to gold. But she can also be used as a weapon because of her turn you to stone sort of thing. And the prince has like kind of she's become like his little project of like a little plaything where he can tease and taunt her and whatever. And she can't speak either, so he feels like she'll just take it, but she's not. And it's like trying, for me, the project, the fun part is trying to just get everything in like, as like a not flirty, like a not they're not at a flirty stage yet, but he is being a bit like tormenting, and some of it sounds like he's flirting with her. And it's the fun part of like her reactions and gestures and things, because she can't speak. So it's like her showing how she doesn't like him, but in like not in a verbal way, in like a physical way. That's the fun part. So yeah. And other than that, I've just been watching a lot of like querying videos over the last week or two, but I've also been watching a lot of like nano project videos from people and stuff. But yeah, I'm just enjoying the challenge, to be fair. I think even if there wasn't like an actual 50,000 word challenge to the website, I could still do 50,000 words. Just try and meet the 1,700 words a day that it is, I think, to try and make it happen. So you could still do that, And now I'm just looking for some YouTube videos I can watch in the background while I get started on my writing. But yeah, it's going well so far. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. But I was laying there, so I fed the baby about 4 this morning, and I was laying there and I was thinking, this doesn't make sense, like the scenes I put in yesterday. They do make sense, but I just don't know if they make sense with the storyline I already have, because I'm basically adding in new scenes at the moment. And I'm proud of the scenes, like they do fit with the story, but it's just that, I don't know, in the order, like trying to work out what can go where. And then I'm going to obviously do massive edits afterwards, so I'll probably rewrite it all again at some point. But yeah, there's not much music on here today, but I'm just like, yeah. But yeah, I'll check in with you again in a bit. Hi guys, so I just did 545 words and I'm now up to 4,392 words overall for my pro writing aid challenge. Yeah, it's going well so far. I'm really enjoying it. Just wrote or typed up a scene that I'd written before. And trying to work out where it goes, which is the fun part. And I think the scene below is a previous scene from the earlier draft that I might want to put before, but I don't know. So now I need to work that out. So that'll be fun. Hi guys, so I just managed to rejig some of the scenes and move some bits around, so I'm really happy with it. Baby is fussy right now, he's hungry. I'm going to put some milk on for him in a minute. But yeah, I'm really proud of how it's going so far. I'm really kind of glad of I'm sorting out the structure of the story a little bit. That's alright, I'll get milk in a second. And yeah. We're going to get on with it. I now know where things are going to go, at least, so I can start doing some writing in a minute once I sort him out. And yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I need to sort this little fussy guy. Let's hang up before I say it, baby. Hi guys, so about an hour ago I got another lot of writing done, actual writing, not just typing or editing this time. Writing it by hand, big scene with a Demon King, that was fun. The Demon King's motivating my character to be strong, because she has a bit of a mental breakdown just before that scene. Got to type it up and see how much I need to get, how many words I'll get for that. But I've also got another scene that I want to write and a few more planned, so getting through it, doing well, getting there. Kind of just having a lazy day today, just chilling out with the baby. I'm going to see my mum tomorrow. I'm not sure when I'll be writing tomorrow, but it might be in the evening, I'm not sure. Or if I have to take a day off it, then I've done well enough today and yesterday. I'm already past the 5,000 count on the site, which is pretty good, the Pro Writing Aid site. Pretty happy with that already. Morning guys, so it is day 3, it's the 3rd of November. I'm really happy with how it's going so far. I'm so happy with it. I've just got out of bed, so excuse me. I managed to about nearly 6,000, I think, something like that, for the last couple of days, so I'm really happy. I don't know how much writing I'm going to get done today, because I've got a bit less time this morning, because on Mondays, I usually meet my mum, and we just go for lunch, or I go to her house, or whatever, so my baby gets to see his nanny, and we just spend the day together, so I don't know what time I get home later. I usually meet my dad from work about 2ish, or he comes to meet us wherever we go. We either go to the city centre or local centre, whatever. So I'm going to write for a bit now. Baby's next feed is due about 9:15ish. Sometimes he's early. It could be earlier than that. But once I've fed him, I'll probably get ready to go meet my mum. I'll try and write later. If it just depends what I'm doing, because sometimes I go out and I come back and then I just lay down and that's it. I'm not doing anything. I'm too tired. But I have managed to do quite a lot the last couple of days, so I don't really need to do like too much catch up if I can't write later. So, but I'm thinking of writing, because I've been writing a one character's POV for like the last few days at least. So I'm thinking of doing the other POV now, and working through the giraffe that I had originally. So I just stopped doing both POVs in the last week or so, a few days, because I've got one character that I'm using an agent's feedback that has, she said, to streamline one character's narrative more so that it's more like you know exactly what she wants, because it was a bit more like ambiguous. And so now I'm kind of trying to do that and have been writing more scenes for her. And I worked through the rest of the book, and her scenes aren't as good as I thought they were, or as originally remember them. So I've been rewriting her scenes, and now I'm going to try and do the other character for a little bit, probably just to refresh my brain. As it stands, the whole book at the moment is at 49,692 words. That's pretty good. This is from having an original draft and then rewriting it, and then adding new scenes in and stuff as well. And I think I've still got about half the book left, so it'll probably be about 90,000, 100,000 is my aim to query agents. I don't want it to be too long, because my thing with my books is that they are long. My self-published books, my Snow White retelling is 145k. My second book, in my other series, is 135. And then my first one is only 108,000, so it's not much. But I need to stop writing such big books if I'm going to query agents, so I need to try and get better at writing more concisely, I think. I have a lot of like stories that I've had reviews say they don't feel like fluffy, like there's not too much stuff in them, which is good. It just feels like the right amount of story, so at least that's good. But yeah, gonna try and do a little bit now before I feed the guy, and then go see Mum later, and yeah, carry on from there. Hi guys, so I had a really good session. So I managed to get quite a lot edited, quite a few little scenes for my other character, because I've got another character she goes against the cursed one, and she's going on her own little ventures to try and find her. She's trying to get back to the castle, but by the time she gets back to the castle, she realises that the other character isn't there anymore. So now I need to fill in some new scenes. So I need to think of some new scenes for the rest of her adventure, basically. So before she gets there, so that the timings for both characters match up a bit. And I wanted to put in more scenes for her anyway. So, and now I think while I'm out with my mum and little guy, I'm probably going to try and think of some scenes to write for her. I've got a little bit of an idea. It's all to do with like sight magic and fortune telling, and I want to find a way for them to match up, to meet up, so that she can play her revenge a little bit earlier than the original version of the story. I've got little guy's got hiccups. But yeah, it's going really well. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm just having fun. So drafting and editing and everything. So it's all fun. Not sure when I'll be able to write. Maybe like later today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm up to about nearly 7,000 words. So for the first few days, I'm pretty proud of that. And we're off to my mum's. Morning guys, so today is day 4 of Novel November. You can probably hear the baby fussing in the background. I am making up his milk right now. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do to help him. Sometimes I can give him a cuddle, but he'll still cry, so I'm just going to get his stuff done. And then we have Christmas shopping to do today, so I'm going to go up to the city centre, get the bus, do some Christmas shopping, get it all out of the way. and then if I can, later on I'll come back and I'll do some writing. I'm not sure how much I'll get done today, but we'll see, because sometimes when I go out, I come back or whatever, I've got no energy by the time I get home, so we'll see. But I'm pretty proud of what I did yesterday. So I did a lot, some writing in the morning. I filmed some clips, and I think you might have seen them already. But I planned out some stuff. That was a big part of it. So like, I got to this point where I kind of got stuck with the rewrite that I was doing, like rewriting the original scenes, because I realised that I have to write in some more stuff because a lot of the second half of the book, I think, is not as strong as I thought it was, or was hoping it was. So I was already writing a lot of the other characters' POVs, but now I'm going to be writing some new scenes for the one that I decided to change over to yesterday, to rewrite from the Percy one. So I've got one character that goes off on a little quest of revenge, and then I've got the character that's cursed, and is just trapped in the castle under the Emperor's spell. So I'm just washing up those baby bottles. Really cool. So yeah, it's going well so far. I'm really happy with how much I'm actually getting out. I wrote another short scene after that as well, but I didn't type it up, so that's probably like another maybe 500 words or something. But yeah, I'm getting there, and I'm proud of the story. I think I'm at about 7,000 words, probably more than that now, maybe more, close to 8,000 words. I'm not sure, but I'm really happy with the momentum that I've got. I guess it helps that I'm on maternity leave, so usually I would have work when I do these challenges. But I'm not forcing myself either. I'm just enjoying it, and that's why I'm getting these words out and like doing all of these scenes. And I'm hoping I'll get the draft done of the end of the book, like, I don't know, within maybe a few weeks, maybe. I don't really know. But it's going a lot more quickly than usual. So I've probably got about 60,000 words left of the book to do, and I'm doing the 50,000 challenge. So I don't want to go over 100,000, basically. So because I'm rewriting new scenes in, and the book was about 40,000, so it's about 50,000, just over 50,000. I think 51,000 altogether so far. Yeah, and a lot of the stuff that I had originally in the book is not going to be in there, I think, so, or it might be, but I sort of planned out like the second half of the book for the other character yesterday, but there's still some stuff I need to work out for her, and then the cursed character I need to fix, like, her second side of the book, so she's going to end up going like off with some monsters, which will be fun to write. So yeah, I've got a plan for it all. It's being sorted, and I'll get there, but it just takes time to actually write it, get the words out, get the ideas out and everything. But yeah, I'm going to feed the baby, get ready, go Christmas shopping, and then I'll check back in later on. Hi guys, so it's around 5 p.m. I haven't looked at the time for a while because I've been feeding the little one. You can probably hear him in the background drinking his milk. Been home not too long, maybe an hour or two. And we went to the shopping centre, had a nice little day. Just the two of us did our Christmas shopping, so I'm going to try and write now, but it's handwritten. So I think I'm going to end the vlog earlier than planned. I was going to do like weekly ones, but I think I'm just going to do them every few days, maybe. I've been watching some other people's doing their first few days of Nano. So I think I'm just going to talk about the lovely few days I've had, and I'll catch up some more once I've typed up some and added to my word count and stuff. I wanted to type at least one scene up today, so that I'm still adding to my word count each day. But yeah, I've had a busier day today, so if I don't write a crazy amount, then, that's fine. I've done a good amount the last couple of days anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that. My partner will be home soon, so probably just end up chilling out, watching TV with him, like I normally do in the evenings, hanging out with the baby. His day off tomorrow. I need to try and get a dentist appointment because I've had some tooth pain and I haven't had a dentist appointment in like a year since being pregnant. So I should probably do that. And it's kind of better for me to do it when my partner's off, because the dentist isn't exactly easy access for pushchairs. So, plus, I'm not sure about how I'd feel about having Miles sat next to me when I'm having my teeth done. And if he starts crying or whatever, and I can't, get to him. So, I could do it on Monday when my mum's off, but I keep getting pain, so I probably need filling or something, but I don't know. But, yeah, I think I will just say thank you guys for watching the lovely little video for the first few days. And I hope anyone else that's writing, hope it's going well. And yeah, we'll see how the next few days goes, but I'm really proud of the start that I've had. And hopefully it carries on as well.